Reverend Ngonga, and government leadership, all protocols observed. Allow me on behalf of the people of Nairobi, where I think we all live, to say pole. Poleni sana. This has been a very touching moment. I only knew two of those we've lost, Captain Were and of course my brother, Ngeno. Those are the only two I knew personally.
I met Ngeno in 2013 when I joined Parliament. As a young member of Parliament, I was 28. He was my age now, he was 41. And we spent a lot of time together at a special place in that house. And in as much as we were both freshers, he was like a big brother and would give me a lot of good stories. Incidentally, we also spent a lot of time with his father-in-law, who I have not seen today. And we were good friends. He called me chairman. I was not chairman, not of a committee, but he called me chairman. And he would really light up the place when he'd walk in to any room that you were in. The leadership that is here, led by our Deputy President, we have seen so many young families that are here. So young, so much hope
that is stuffed out, that is lost. But I'm glad the clerk said all hope is not lost. Please put us together to see what we can do. Let's not leave it all to the president. There are things that we can do, governors, colleagues, speaker,
so that we can stand with them right now as they move along. I am willing to do my part for any of the families. Emily, Mama, I know you have children out of the country in college, and I know what you're looking at, and we will be there for you. Allow me just to say this as I conclude. Two things. One thing that we did well together with Mheshimiwa Ngeno, and I must acknowledge the members of Parliament who are here, was the fight for the creative economy and artists. It didn't start recently. It started back in the 11th Parliament when we first started negotiating the revenue sharing on Skiza tunes, and later, led by Governor Gladys, we were able to get that share changed when she was chair of finance. That fight for artists and the creative economy, which is a true frontier for our economy, must continue. And it's sad that he lost his life in that fight. The second thing I must say, because Nairobians are the biggest beneficiaries of the housing program. We have more than 100,000 units ongoing. I want to thank you, the Committee of Housing, led by our chairman. Thank you because you did not listen to the naysayers. You did not listen to comments online, but you thought about that woman who has never had a toilet in her house. You thought about that child who has never known a place with any other room with no sanitation. And because of them, on their behalf, I want to thank you. On behalf of all of those who have given, have gotten dignity restored, have gotten hope restored. That man who felt ashamed that he shares a room with his children, or that askari who is not sure that his children are safe when he goes on night shift. Many people don't understand the indignity, the squalor that people live in. The biggest beneficiaries are Nairobians. And if no one has told you thank you, the members of that committee, if no one has ever told you thank you as members of Parliament, on behalf of the people of Nairobi, I say thank you. And if you ask me, where is Johana Ngeno's statue? It is in the towers of Mukuru, it is in the blocks of Kibra, it is in the flats in Madari. That is his monument, and that shall forever remain a tribute to him. So may God rest their souls in peace. Thank you so much. And the speakers, of course, we have told the president thank you, but I don't know if the members have been told that, because they've been vilified. They were hated on, walitukanwa, wakaambiwa, wakapigwa makejeli, lakini kuna watu wa Nairobi wengi na Kenya mzima wanawashukuru kwa hayo. Kwa hiyo mengi, count on us to stand with you as colleagues and as brothers in this journey Deputy President, please, you will lead us on what we can do for them. God bless you all. Also, maybe before I forget, and Governor Mutai might mention, the other governors
who yesterday came together, Governor Gladys Wanga of Homa Bay, Governor, of course, Mutai of Kericho, Governor Wisely of Elgeyo Marakwet, Governor Susan Kihika of Nakuru, and Governor B of Uasin Gishu, who also came to condole with the family and have committed to also support in the ways that they can, and that they will be there with you as you go along in this journey. May God bless all of you, and may God rest all their souls in peace. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Excellency Deputy President, all protocols observed, and the family of my good friend, Johana Ngeno. I'll be very brief myself, because today I'm mourning a great brother and a good friend of mine. This man that is lying in this casket was more than a brother. We shared so many things together. Even a week before his death, we shared so many. To the family, we're still very young and a beloved. As a friend of Johana, we pray that God will give you strength. That in the multitude of the great things he did, not only for our community, the Kalenjin, but the whole nation, may God give you comfort. Secondly, I'll just mention this majority leader. I know his time is over. One of the memorable things I have of Johana, when we came up with the concept of the Kalenjin Music Festival, we were doing in my boardroom. It was around 1 a.m. in the morning, together with all these friends of ours who were laying down, who were constant visitors in my house. The idea was that we said, how can we bring the whole nation together at that time? And how can we advance the agenda not only of the community, but of the president? And that's how we created this concept right in the boardroom of my house with these men. Then the problem came up. There was no money. So we looked into Aja, where can we get the resources? So I tell this guy, I have this, but Chok has this. Let us look out for this man, to bring in also some few coins. And that's how the first festival happened at Kapkatet. Of course, it is in all knowledge that the question of kingpin arose also at that time. And when it came about, as Aaron had said, there are always political formations and all that. In essence, I became the first casualty of Ngeno's association with me. And the first casualty was my impeachment for being a friend to him. And this man sat with me throughout the night, and we worked together. And just to say this in essence, because we'll have time to discuss this at home, is that this man loved people, he stood with everyone, and he had an open heart, who was forgiving, and a man who has a vision. Lastly, Tutu, and allow me to say this because I'm a governor from that region. There are certain things that this man fought for. Number one, issues of land are very emotive within those areas he comes from. And Meli had said rightly. There are still unresolved issues that this man fought for. In the confines of our spaces, he discussed passionately, and we cried when he, on Angata, Barigoi, he cried for the Mao Fictis. Equally, joined hands together as we discussed the land injustices in Kericho tea estates. Out of this, because I know my good friend is clapping here, I just want to say that may God rest the soul of Johana Ngeno in eternal peace, together with his friends, and may God give the family comfort at this difficult time. As you say thank you, I just want to request that we stand with this family and support them, because they are still pretty young. And Wasiri Murkomen, there are certain things that I'll reach out to you, which are quite personal, that we share with him, and we will see together how we can go about it. Asante sana, and may God bless all of you.